Today on Pawn Life, we're going to talk about the basics of a pawn loan and how they work. Say, for instance, if you needed or wanted to buy some concert tickets and they go on sale on a Tuesday, you don't get paid on a Friday, or if you had a nephew's birthday you wanted to buy him a gift for but you didn't get paid till the next week, you can take something of value down to your local pawn shop and obtain a loan on it. It would be secured and locked in their facility, and when you came back with your money, you'd pay the amount you borrowed plus interest, and you would get your merchandise back. Pretty simple and pretty helpful at that. So now the basics of it is each state might be different and regulated by their local Congress on how loans can operate in their state, just as well as each city might have different governing laws and regulations over pawn shops. So the main thing you want to keep in mind is you always want, on the amount that you want to borrow, you want to know what your interest is and the time that you're allowed to get it back. Not every pawn shop has the same rules in each state or each city. So let's give an example. In some states you might have, say, a 30-day loan as the basics for it, with an extra 30 days grace. So you would say if you borrowed $150 and the interest rate, which you'd want to find all this out before you sign, say it's 240%, so you'd be paying like $30 a month. But they give you extra 60 days to get it back. So if you waited the full 60 days, you would be paying that $60 on top of the $150. Now some pawn shops will give you an extra 60 days grace, so it's basically a 90-day loan. But then you keep in mind you're paying $90 plus the $150. Now there's a basic flat fee, say on $150. If you came back in the first 15 days, it'd be like $15. After that, it'd be prorated $1 a day roughly, and so therefore after. So if you came back 14 days past your first initial due date, you'd be owing an extra $14 on top of your 30, so that would make it like $194 that you'd be paying to get your merchandise back. So if you're going to do business with multiple pawn shops, you just definitely want to keep in mind your last day of grace, because that could get away from you if all of a sudden you go from a pawn shop that gives you 90 days to one that gives you only 60 days, and then you lose your merchandise and they put it out for sale and it's gone. So you always want to keep that in mind on how much the interest is, the payback, and definitely your last day of grace. Usually if you, with any of these time frames, you can always go pay interest on it. Say like pay a month of interest, so if you couldn't come up with the full amount to get it out, you could pay a month of interest and give yourself more time until you were able to get it out. Now say if you were stuck at work but you couldn't go get your guitar out, but you needed your wife or your friend to go get it for you, you can give them this secured pawn ticket, and then on the back of the ticket the pawn shop will record their information and let them sign for it and pay to get it out for you. Pretty simple. You just have to mainly, like I said, keep in mind your last day of grace, how much time, your interest rate, because it's regulated different in each state. So say if you work out of town in other states and you get loans while you're working off in a plant in a different state, the interest rates might be different in that state. Let's see. Of course, things you might need to bring with you when you go obtain the loan is a current valid driver's license, state ID, passport, something that shows your address and is current and can be considered used in your state. Like I said, each state might have different guidelines on what you can use and you can't use. Also keep in mind that if you were to bypass your time and the merchandise went out for sale, a lot of the pawn shops will work with you if they still have it available and try to work with you to get it back. Because, like I said, they rather you have your merchandise back so you could do loans on it in the future and keep your business. You want to also that all loans are in most states are uploaded through the police database with all their serial numbers. It doesn't go against your credit score or anything if you didn't pick it up, but it's just for the safety and the rules and regulations by the government that they require this to go through the police, that in case something was stolen and try to catch it, which is a good thing. Overall, pawn loans are very, very good and helpful, especially during times of school. You need to buy school supplies or fair carnivals coming to town. You need a doctor bill. You know, all those little sudden surprises fixing your car. And then, like I said, your stuff's safe, insured, and secured in their business, and you can come pick it up. But just like I said, just always ask about your due dates, when your last day of grace is, and your interest and how much you occur per month. If you know all those facts, it's a great loan to get. If you like this video, be sure to look down and subscribe and watch my other videos, and I'll talk more about other loans and how to budget your money and even crazy stories that happen at pawn shops through the years. So until then, I'll see you on the next show of Pawn Life. Thanks for watching.